Welcome to Analog VLSI class. This is the lab class. We will be using the Cadence software for designing and simulating analog circuits. Okay, so this is the Cadence interface. The one you see here is the CIF editor, which is the main window of the Cadence Virtuoso tool. Now, firstly, we will create a library, and within the library, we will create our schematics. So let us create a library first. Go to File, New, Library. So we have to give a name to the library. So let us call it Lab January 21. So we have to attach an existing technology file. In this case, we'll be using TSMC 180 nanometer technology. Press OK. So this is TSMC 18, that is our technology. So our library is created, and within the library we will create a schematic file. Okay. Now we'll go to the schematic editor window. We'll create a new schematic file. We'll go to the library we have created, and we'll call our first schematic inverter. So inverter will be our first circuit. So we will draw the schematic of the inverter. The inverter consists of a PMOS and an NMOS. So in order to place the symbols on the schematic editor, we have to press I to instantiate. So I is the short key to instantiate any symbol. Now there are different libraries. As you can see, we'll again go to TSMC 18 library and search for PMOS 2 volt, that is the 1.8 volt PMOS. So we'll place our PMOS. Next, in a similar way, we will instantiate the NMOS 2 volt. So you press I and search for NMOS, and the NMOS symbol comes up. So the next part is, because the mobility of holes is almost half that of mobility of electrons, so we need to change the width of PMOS. We will double the width of PMOS. So in order to change the width or change any property, so you just select the symbol and press Q. When you press Q for Queen, the property editor comes up. Now in order to create wires, you have to press the shortcut W. So for inverter, we will connect the gates of PMOS and NMOS together and the drains of PMOS and NMOS together. The source and the body of the PMOS will be tied and connected to the highest potential. The source and the body of the NMOS will be tied and connected to the lowest potential. So the center terminal is the body. Okay, this is our inverter schematic. Now in order to simulate the schematic, we will need the sources, the power supply, the ground, and the pulse signal. So we will place those in our schematic. In a similar way, we will press I and we will go to analog library. The sources are in analog library. So we'll first place ground, and VDC is our DC source. We'll require another one, so we'll use one DC source for ground and another one for VDC. we need a V pulse. So the pulse generating signal, we'll place it here. So now we'll define the properties of the source. So again we'll connect. So since this is the ground source, we'll give a DC voltage of 0, and so we'll name this wire ground. So in order to name a particular wire, you need to press L, write the name and place it on top of the wire. We will connect the ground to the negative terminal of other sources. Now we will give a DC supply of 1.8 volt, and we will define the V pulse. So one half of the pulse waveform will have 1.8 volt, other half will have 0 volt. We will give a period of 20 microseconds and a pulse width of 10 microseconds. DC source and the V pulse. In similar way, press L, write the name. So there is some lag in the system because I'm accessing it remotely. So I will call my V pulse as V in. Now all we need to do is name the corresponding nodes in the main circuit. The advantage of creating alias is that you can keep your sources separate and your circuit separate. So whenever you need the V source, VDC, you can just call that VDC name in any part of your circuit. So you don't need to connect physically to the VDC source. Now the next part is we'll simulate the circuit. So we have given a pulse, input pulse, and we'll see the output pulse. So in order to do that, we will go to launch, and ADEL is a simulation tool. So inside this we have a simulator called Spectre, which will do the simulation. So in order to check the inverter circuit, we need to do the time domain analysis. So we will do the transient simulation. So go to this, there is a transient AC/DC simulation. All the simulations are there. So we will do transient simulation. Because the period of the signal is 20 microseconds, we will take 10 periods. So our total time duration is 200 microseconds. Then there are different options: conservative, moderate, liberal. So conservative, the step size is small, it takes more time. The liberal, the step size is large, it takes less time. If you want an accurate simulation, then go for conservative. Next we have to select our input and output wires. So this we need to select because we need to view the input and output. So we'll go to selection, select from schematic, V in, V out. So before simulation you have to press X for check and save. You can also go to file and do check and save. So we'll run a simulation. So we have a simulation output. Let us see. So to separate the input and output, you can see that our output signal is the inverted signal of the input signal. So the inverter is working fine. So in the next video we will learn how to draw the symbol of a particular schematic, and then we will do the layout in a